I see you've caught me in my kitchen doing some crafts. Now, what up? It's your boy Mark coming at you from the Ungrownups video transmission. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. As you can see, I'm in my my beautiful kitchen here, and going to be doing a little craft today, a little special little craft, and it's going to be for my Hot Toys 1/6 figures. Can't let my buddy Clipper King have all the crafty fun. He is quite a crafty son of a gun. He's always posting videos in his kitchen using his tea kettle and stuff like that. So we're going to be doing a little craft ourselves today. So Rick, this is for you. Shout out to you, good buddy. And thanks for inspiring me to do my own 1/6 crafting. So we're not going to be using a tea kettle in steam or any sort of fabric softeners today. No, nothing like that. What we're going to be doing is I want to start reviewing more of my 1/6 scale figures, my Hot Toys figures in a different way. If anybody has seen the Predator video that I just did recently, or if you've seen the Dutch video I did, both of those figure sets being from NECA, you know that I'm switching things up. I'm changing the way that I review figures a little bit for the environment, make it a little nicer, a little cleaner. I'm using a different camera, different audio equipment. Things look and sound a little differently. With my 1/6 figures, with the Hot Toys figures, what I really wanted to do was I really wanted to get my hands on one of those new Goblin display stands that Rick uses in his videos. It's big, it's square, it's flat, it's got the huge stand. He's able to get some really, really good poses using that stand. And I don't have one of those. I never bought the new Goblin figure, and I've tried picking up one on eBay several times. There's not a lot out there because I think a lot of people use it for that same reason. There's only a few out there, and I keep getting outbid, and I just won't pay more than 25 bucks for them, and they typically go for about 30 or 40. I'm just not interested in dropping that kind of money on just a stand that I'm going to use for display or review purposes. So really what I want to do is I wanted to make my own. So I figured I could, I could pull this off. I can do that. If Rick is crafty, I can be crafty. So I'll show you real quick. Here, let me turn this around. Okay, so really what I want to do is I want to make a pretty large display base for one of these flight stands. This came from the Iron Man Mark V. I've got a few of these because I have like 3 Iron Man figures, so I have 3 of these display stands. One came with my Superman figure, so I got quite a few of these things that I don't actually use. So what I really want to do is I want to make a display base like this, and this is really just going to be for review purposes only, for sort of getting figures up off the ground a little higher in some jumping or flying poses. So this is going to be my review base. So show you some of the stuff I picked up. So this is probably the most important part, and I already had that. So picked up this round circular wood base from a craft store here in town. You can see it's you can see what it's called. This was $4.99. I picked this up at a store called Michael's. It's a craft store here in town, and it's 8 inches by 8 inches in diameter. So that's going to be my base, and hopefully that looks to be about 1 inch or so thick, and hopefully that'll give me enough depth to hold the stand up kind of nicely. So also don't want to use just a brown display, and I guess that wouldn't be so bad, but don't want to just leave it that color. So I picked up some wood paint. This is outdoor acrylic, and I don't know why it says plaid. Maybe that's the name brand, or maybe it's folk art. I'm not sure, but it's definitely not plaid. As you can see, this is made for outdoor things like birdhouses. I'm not going to be building a birdhouse, but it is a sort of a silvery kind of gray. I hope it's not metallic like that, but it's a silvery kind of gray color. Picked up a couple bottles of that. This, I don't know if I said, this ran me $4.99. This little wood base ran me $4.99. These were like $2 a piece, and then 99 cents on a little paintbrush that I just didn't have. We just moved recently, so I don't really have all my my equipment where I need it. So I had to pick up a tiny little paintbrush. So some other things I'll need: some scissors, pins for, rulers for sort of making sure that my the hole that I want to drill in here is accurate and where I need to be, so this thing doesn't become wobbly and fall over. And then a drill and some various drill bits, and hopefully I have one that will be large enough. If not, may have to make a quick run over to my parents' house and use my parents' drill. And I know this isn't like your typical wood, the typical drill bits you'd use for drilling into wood. I don't have like a bit limiter or anything like that, so a depth limiter. So we're just going to have to try to do this. And, you know, I don't even think it'd be bad if I went all the way through. My biggest fear at this point is drilling into this thing and splitting this piece of wood all the way across. I'm really, really hoping that doesn't happen. I don't plan on putting the hole too close to the edge. I'm actually going to put it and try to find where my center is. I'm going to put it about halfway or maybe a third of the way from the center to the outside. That's about where I want my hole. Because again, this is just going to be for review purposes. This is not going to be for displaying any figures on my toy shelf. So that's what's going on. We're going to do some craft, and we're going to see how well this turns out. So I don't think I'll do a step-by-step. You guys are probably not going to be all that interested in that. It's probably not going to be all that interesting. So I've kind of walked you through what I'm going to be doing. So I think next time we come back, we'll actually have a semi-finished product. Okay, so here's the finished product. We've got this base sanded down and painted. It's got a, I don't know if it is going to pick up very well on camera, but it does have a nice kind of reflected sheen to it, which is kind of cool. Got the dowel stuck in there, the flight stand, and got the Hot Toys clamp on the top. So this is going to be quite nice for doing reviews, and all in all, it only set me back about $8. So not bad at all. Not bad at all. I did have to go over to my parents' house to get a larger drill bit, but worked out good. I'm not gonna paint the bottom. It's just kind of unfinished. But for the sake of reviewing, I think that may be maybe what I'd be using for the time being. And if I ever can get my hands on a new Goblin stand, then I'll start using that. But until then, I think it's gonna about do it. So. You know, it's not as crafty as some of the Clipper's videos, but he did completely inspire me to do some Hot Toys craft. So this goes out to you, Rick. Thanks, buddy. And all right, peace.